Welcome to Tampa, Florida, and the tournament sportsplex of Tampa Bay. We are live from the National Cup as Team Tiger Sharks takes on the Everglades. A great festival-type atmosphere. The great Kathy Reese running a clinic on Friday, and then we got great teams, unbelievable coaching talent, and puppies. Thanks for joining us. I'm Booker Corrigan alongside Sarah Burlingame. Sarah, we got the inside lacrosse players to watch. Who do you love for Team Tiger Sharks?
Riley coming out of Syracuse, number 17 on attack. Let's take a look. Let's really focus in on this girl. I'll tell you, this kid can stop on a dime. She's a killer with both hands. She is going to be an absolute playmaker. I think you're going to want to see this kid putting up points on the board every quarter in this game. Right beside Kayla Woods on the other end defensively, I mean, you've got both ends of the field nailed down for the Tiger Sharks. Kayla Woods is a monster on the defensive end.
The Everglades, two defensive players, offensive talent all over the place, and we got stars.
We got Molly Doherty in the goal for James Madison. I'll tell you what, it's going to be up to Riley Donahue to get that ball behind her because, man, this kid is a stopper. Let me tell you, she has been a prolific player for James Madison, and right in front of her, Kira Pelton out of Stanford. It's the 1-2 defensive combo of the century.
We'll be back with the opening draw from the National Cup. This year's All-America Lacrosse will have the same regions and incredible level of talent that we've had for over 15 years, but we've made some improvements. We added the new Burn division for the rising junior class. Your path to the senior game starts at your underclass tryouts. New Balance is the hottest brand of lacrosse, and you don't want to get left behind. Go to allamericalacrosse.com and register for a tryout now. This is the By the Pros Women's Lacrosse Professional League getting going. The Tiger Sharks will be in blue. There's Angie Benson, and the Everglades will be in white. What an absolute thrill to be here in the booth with Sarah Burlingame. Sarah, little nerves for the young ladies tonight out there?
You know, some of these guys are straight out of college, so I'm sure they are ready to rock and roll, and a few have had a few years out. But watching them warm up, let me tell you, it looks like nothing's changed. You've got an Olivia Ferrucci out of UNC, a major all-ACC player from a 2015 graduation class right here in Florida. I'm sure she is nothing but excitement at this point.
They are all excited. We got Sydney Watson taking the draw. She is a star out of UConn for the Everglades.
Going against Sydney was Molly Garrett. Looks like they're tracking the ball well, but Sydney comes up with that great draw control.
And they are going to be eager to push the ball. Olivia Ferrucci down the far side. A great crowd, and that Tijuana Flats sideline VIP party is starting to jump, and we're just getting going. Here's Watson. Probes lightly, pushes it down the wing. Ferrucci left-handed.
Got some good solid defense going on. They're testing the defense, seeing what they can get, creating some good space for Dodgers. Here they go, they're putting it up top side. Looks like we're gonna have a nice pick, two-man game. Ooh, that was a great one, opposite pipe. Angie stuck that pipe well, but man, we placed the ball.
Sydney Watson with a little dip and dunk there.
That was a nice two-man game from that lefty elbow. Solid pick, then she went right down the alley and just shot really well.
The Tiger Sharks defense got isolated a little bit. Here you see Corrigan Miller gets it up top to Watson on the replay, and she brings that right off the pipe. She's had an impact already here tonight. Draw control victory.
I was just going to say, you know, it all starts with the draw, as they say. So we had the Everglades coming up with that great draw control, managing possession. Nice carry, testing their defense, seeing what they can get away with. We did see some really solid defense. They didn't give them much in that first one. Got the same two draw control players, Molly Garrett. Ooh, that's two in a row, draw controls for the Everglades.
Garrett out of University of Michigan.
They maintain possession even after a little ground ball play there.
Miller with the pickup. She has a sister, Madigan, who's headed off to Stanford, or is at Stanford. And they're back on the offense.
They are attacking again from that same side. Got an elbow play, throwing the pick. Defense isn't giving up much. We got good contact.
Here's Miller, left-handed. Oh,
nice
great save, Benson.
Classic step. Didn't really see a fake in there. I'm sure they're just testing their goalie, see what they can get.
High pass, and the clear goes awry, and here comes the Everglades. Watson again. Oh, case of the bobbles there. No harm, no
key
foul.
Ground ball right here. Key ground ball. They got to get this ground ball and then clear it up.
And they're going to call that off-white. It's going to be Tiger Shark possession.
Looks like they have an open passing lane here. If they can get it and connect, oh, there we go.
And off to the races down the field. This is athletes all over the field. You're going to see some offense tonight, lacrosse fans. Pass inside, collected on the back line, and quickly
That's
controlled.
MC Byrne with the ball there. MC Byrne's a great player, current college. Oh, what a rip!
Hooper drives the boat, Chief.
What a rip. So MC Byrne, a stud out of Virginia Tech with a total, I believe that was a lefty rip top side, top shelf goal, opposite pipe. Current college coach, that kid is close to the game and man, is not missing a beat.
They do have a two-point line. See where she was inside, just a scorcher.
I think that was a key.
They did call it a two. They called it a two-pointer.
Okay. We've got two lines there, our regular one-point line and our two-point line.
And Sarah, we do want our viewers to understand the field is well-lined.
The field is
There's a lot
well-lined, yes, well-lined. We're having a great tournament here in Florida. And
great tournament, great time, great festival atmosphere.
It's been wonderful. We're so grateful to have so many great teams from all over the country, and we can see them right now lining the sidelines. In fact, we have for Morgan Pace at a Jacksonville player, current local coach. We've got a whole fan base out here with balloons and taking pictures. It's amazing. Draw control out to the Everglades again. That's 3 in a row.
Girardi gets that one. She's out of Northwestern.
We're going to need a big stop and another positive transition.
Miller pushes along the side. Now it's up top. And this is Harishuk. Only the all-time goal-scoring leader out of Syracuse.
She's a total powerhouse. You're going to see her go low and high. She can produce from anywhere.
Defender hung up now. But great team defense for a moment. Oh, how do you make that save, Angie Benson?
Great save. I think they're going to get a little smarter with their shooting. We've had a couple high-to-high with no fake, but we've seen so much out of Harishuk. Like I said, she can produce from high or low, and she's going to fix that up.
She did produce from high or low. Her career at Syracuse, she produced plenty. She certainly did.
And we got another great transition now from the Tiger Sharks. They needed that transition. Testing the defense, seeing what they've got. We've got pressure from behind. Oh, she gets caught up in her hands. That was a great defensive move.
Great
They're going to look for a great ride right here. See if they can cause a turnover. There we go. High pressure.
A little aggressive on the check. Procedural violation will go against them. And here comes Morgan Peace out of Jacksonville. Here's Girardi.
They're setting it up from behind again.
And
testing the D.
Accordingly cuts through. Doesn't get it. Oh, and now they find the open player.
Oh, there's that fake we were looking for. Angie is so solid. You're going to have to fake her out. They faked her out, drew her out, and placed that ball right around her.
Erica Odell out of Benedictine.
She had great
just like that
shot.
We're tied up at 2. The district just a little bit more than halfway through the first quarter. We got new draw personnel. What's the importance of that, Sarah?
New draw personnel. I think that was so the Everglades would have a shot on the draw control possession, and it worked. That was a great draw to self. We got a transition through Harris truck. Angie coming out, risky, but she's fast and strong. Great compete on the ground ball there.
Great ground ball pickup again. Corrigan Miller with it as we get up close and personal with her. I had a chance to connect with her before the game, talk about the excitement around by the pros. Little shake and bake, dodge. Oh, and a quick lefty release. Olivia Ferrucci.
Olivia is a really strong lefty. I don't think we want to leave her open in that pocket. I mean, they've been attacking the Everglades have been pretty deadly with the ball, and they've attacked from low, high. Now they're showing they have lefty power.
And talk about the quickness of this release.
Time and room. That's all she needs. Time and space. Lefty, she's going to finish.
That was a little bit of time and a little bit of room. She's in a phone booth right there.
Let's see if they put MC Byrne back on the draw for that key over-the-shoulder possession.
Ferrucci.
Against Jill
Girardi.
Jill Girardi. Oh, we got new draw personnel.
As the sun begins to set here on a gorgeous day as part of the New Balance National Cup.
So we haven't seen that draw yet. Oh, that's a great draw to self. Full
Girardi.
extension, great possession, coming through, taking it down through Ferrucci again on the lefty side. They've done a great job of using the secondary break, getting it behind, making sure that they're attacking from all options, pressing the front side of the cage when they have that fast break man-up transition, drawing double team pressure.
This is Miller. Hop step comes out, righty shot goal. Oh, logs on to istingcorners.com with the sidearm release there, Sarah.
I think we've seen that a few times. She's had a prolific career, started at USC, got picked up by UNC. That is a household name, and how lucky are we that we get to see that shot again.
That was blistering by Corrigan Miller. Close friends with Scotty Rose Growney, from what I'm understanding. Here's a replay of this. Share the ball. Hop
See,
step.
we're not seeing any contact there on defense. I think we give them time and room. These shooters, one thing we know for sure and we've seen so far is the Everglades has shooters and finishers. I think we're going to see another great draw. We had a great extension, pull over the shoulder, then we had a nice extension forward on possession. Tiger Sharks really need a draw right here to change the momentum of the game.
And what's the difference between the self-win or when you try to get out to your circle players?
I mean, I think you're looking at to counteract exactly what those draw players are doing. We can see that she's got a lot of versatility. She's got over the shoulder. She went high to self and forward, and now she just did another quick draw to self. Quick draw to self is pretty lethal, and you're constantly looking to change it up according to your opponent.
Watson wants some just wide.
Angie comes out to play that well. And
I was just going to ask you about how she cut down that angle.
yeah, I think when she's coming in there, they're dodging down the alley. Angie's going to take a chance to play on a really high arc there. Got a nice double team pressure, kind of pulling off. Ooh.
Harris Chuck showing she can feed as well. The beneficiary.
That's a second goal in a row for Olivia Ferrucci. Lefty, just showing up on the crease on the backside. She seemed like she was just taking a walk around the backside of the crease, and there she was showing up.
That makes it 4-3. Here's a shot of the Miller goal one more time.
Top shelf. I think that Miller goal matches that MC Byrne goal.
Yeah.
I mean, those two top shelf goals, so we need to see a Tiger Shark possession. Okay, they're going back. I think that's Molly Garrett from Michigan on the goal, on the draw again. They're looking to change it up.
The Everglades in white have dominated the draws so far. Tiger Sharks in blue. Booker, Corrigan, Sarah Burlingame bringing it to you.
Oh, Molly Garrett put some pressure on them. We're fighting for possession. Key ground ball right here. Not giving up. Still don't have a clear possession. Okay, there we go. It's a game, folks. Ooh.
Great save by Molly Doherty. Going
right
down low.
between the legs. I mean, I think that low to high look, just need to have a fake in there. and we'll see those goals coming in soon. That was a great quick clear.
Molly Little out of Denver with the clear. Girardi down low. Herschuk one-hands it. Benson saves it momentarily. And now that Tiger Sharks defense really getting pressed.
I think if they could get another draw control down to the ground and come up with a key ground ball, maybe have a little more poise, take it through X. Right now we're seeing the Everglades carry, set up, keep the momentum going, and we've really only seen some kind of fast play out of the Tiger Sharks every time they've headed down there. They haven't had many opportunities to test this goalie.
You see Herschuk going with the one-handed underhand shot, and then Ferrucci scoops in with the loose change. And that makes it 6-2.
All right, they're keeping Molly on the draw, seeing if she can put some pressure, get this ball moving in a different direction.
See a lot of that festival atmosphere over on the far sideline. All part of the Tijuana Flats VIP
Another
experience.
Great possession by Sydney Watson. She was just on the other side of the circle for the last draw. Didn't have a big impact. All of a sudden she goes back to that offensive side, comes up with a great draw control. Everglades are taking it in again. There they show again they can move the ball left, right, up, high, low, attack from all places. They've got great ball movement. Good pressure there defensively. Oh, that is a key interception. Okay, Molly. Molly Garrett is a fast player out of Michigan. There she is showing her speed. We need a positive clear. There we go, taking in the offensive side. Let's see if they rush it or they actually take it through X and see what they got.
Oh, they rush it. Ball goes down onto the ground.
Key ground ball right here. All right, got to have a great ride.
Cassidy Doster loses possession. Just like that, it's back with the Everglades. I was able to watch these young ladies doing the clinics yesterday, and they were fabulous in their interactions with the players who signed up for the Peak Prospect Clinic.
Lucky kids, come down here, down to Florida, play in Florida, work with the best of the best. University of Florida, University of Maryland, pros. We had a few players from our club there, and they had a ball. There we go. Need that key possession. We've got a great end line chase.
And that'll do it for the first quarter ever in By the Pros Lacrosse. 6-2 here in Tampa Bay.
You might think you don't belong because of what you look like or where you come from. But don't wait to see someone else do it first. Want doesn't look like anything, and it can't come from anywhere but within.
The district events of the New Balance National Cup are the best in club lacrosse. Be a part of a high-level regional event that has it all. The top clubs, top coaches, incredible game film, and the best competition playing for a championship, not just a participation trophy. Go to nationalcuplacrosse.com and learn more and register your teams. Parents and players should be demanding their club directors get them registered for a district event now. Second quarter set, you can see the Tiger Sharks piecing some things down together. Coach Burlingame, you've coached at a lot of levels and you've succeeded at every one of them. They're down by 4. What's the mindset?
I think you're balancing a sense of urgency and taking care of every little gritty detail. So it starts with the draw. We've talked a lot about the draw already, what a big impact that's going to have, but it even goes down to ground balls. We saw great interception. We're seeing great end line chases. We've seen draw control opportunities that have gone to the ground, so I think you're thinking possession and making the most of every possession, as a Tiger Shark especially.
Conversely, the Everglades, they're up 4. Do they change their pacing just yet?
I don't think so. I think they're running and gunning and having some fun. I think they've had great draw control success. They've proven that they can execute, put points on the board from every angle down in front of the net. They're being poised with their shooting, drawing Angie out, forcing her to commit to an angle, and then placing that ball around it. I think we're really going to have to see some great defensive play by the Tiger Sharks.
Peyton Romig in to take the draw for the Tiger Sharks in blue.
Oh, that draw's a little more competitive. That's great.
She's out of University of Indianapolis.
So UIndy, great program, constant Final Four finalist program. Love to see Peyton on the draw again. Here we are, showing a little more poise, pulling them out, no rushing here.
FC Byrne gets
Another
the shot
rip.
up just wide. She's no stranger to an outside shot. Looking to feed the inside was Cassie Doster.
Oh, that was an unlucky pipe, I believe, or might have hit right off the goalie. Oh, there we go.
That's happiness right there. Number 12, Allie Jimerson
I
out
was
of
wondering
Syracuse.
if that was Allie Jimerson.
The
You know,
Canadian.
she put some great touch on the ball. We saw unbelievable play and elevation through the World Cup this summer. Watching her play at the full field level and then at the sixes, she's a really handsy player. It's interesting to see how many Syracuse players we have here and how they're working together. There she is, a nice rip low to high, putting it back in the back of the net.
You gotta love that feeling where you catch the ball and you're kind of 1-on-0 with the goalie, or
Just
1-on-1 with the goalie.
Looking slick right there with that shot.
Smooth and slick, Allie Jimerson out of Syracuse. You talked about the sixes. For our viewers who aren't familiar, what's the sixes?
Sixes is our new format as we've got a push to be in the Olympics. And really, we could be looking at future Olympians here. Certainly have a number of Team Canada and Australia. We've had many players who have been on the U.S. team or U.S. development team on this field right now. Future Olympians here, and I'm sure future Olympians watching.
Yeah. And some future Olympians on the sidelines. The sideline, the near sideline here is packed. And the far sideline's the VIP, and then you see the giant slide off in the distance.
The temperature's dropping. I think we're at 72. Could be a better place to play and watch lacrosse today.
I tell you what, out of Baltimore, it's hard to hear you say dropping and then 72. I thought you were going to say 32.
There's snowflakes somewhere way far away from here.
Oh, no.
Oh, that was a great look. Probably a great place to take a BTB. Maybe she wanted 2 more steps to really get that right angle. We had a little overshot there.
Everglades
there we
on
go.
offense.
Key ground ball right here.
Oh, and they come
Had
up
to be
with
a
it.
Tiger Sharks ground ball on that one. Everglades coming up with a possession again. They're dominating possessions here. The Tiger Sharks have really not had the ball in their sticks enough.
Inside feed, Harishuk shot goes wide.
There she is.
Up
She's
by
in that
Ferrucci.
lefty pocket, right? We've seen her high, we've seen her low. Now she's showing up inside the lefty pocket, looking for 2-man game action, showing up on the backside. Ooh.
Oh, what a play. Selling out to make the goal happen. That is Emily Harishuk, and that's how she made her career so unbelievable in Syracuse.
You can really see the little nuances there. She's talking to her teammates, she's setting them up, she's saying, use me, uses the pick, shows up on the quick slip inside, and man, you do not want to give her one step.
You feel terrible for Angie Benson, the goaltender for the Tiger Sharks, but you can't save that.
You know, I think we really needed a cross crease slide from the opposite side to make a difference. You got to give something up, especially when we need more pressure on these shooters. We see some great body language. You know, even from the warm-up, we saw her really dictating and directing teammates. We've seen great energy on the field today. We had that was the assist by Olivia Ferrucci, the lefty, showing up on that righty side that she can produce from anywhere, just like Harishuk. Okay, we got MC Byrne on the draw. We got 2 new draw personnels back in the hands of the Everglades.
Oh, and they are just putting it on the Tiger Sharks right now.
I think as a coach right now, you're thinking about putting some players down to stop this fast break, maybe get for a draw control possession competition on the attacking your defensive restraining line to see if you can put an extra body on the ball.
and that was Erica Odell. She scored early in the
We've seen
first
lots
quarter.
of shooters out of this team. Ooh, she came through a back check. We can see in the replay there, she had a really strong cradle able to get through that back check and finish anyways. I think that's the biggest difference. You know, we watch these future Olympians, budding athletes on the sideline. It's really being able to play a super physical game, play through pressure. We don't even see anyone come uncomposed in this. They are just playing big, playing strong. Harris Truck laying it out, following through, making the goal no matter what. They're just rolling through draw players here. Okay, MC Burton being a big difference maker on that, on the circle, but doesn't work.
And the Everglades again regaining possession.
Here we've seen it. We've seen them move the ball well. We've seen them execute with composure. Lots of touches on the ball, a little trust passing going on. Then they're setting up their dodger. They've used a lot of two-man game. Uh-oh. Oh, that's that early slide they were looking for. I think he needed that save.
It's a hit.
You needed that save right there. We finally saw an early throw of pressure on the shooter. Harris Truck again coming around the corner on a two-man game off a pick. And we really needed that quick step on that save.
And talk about a player who is perfectly comfortable coming off a pick. You'll see in the replay here.
Selfless picker right there, got jammed up. She just turns around. She's lethal. She gets her stick right off her hip and just wails it. That ball's coming out very fast. You know, I have to say, I think we're seeing some adjustments here in the Tiger Sharks. We had the ball to the circle play. I think they're going to come up with a big ground ball here.
They need it.
Got Molly Garrett back on the draw. She's taken it a few times.
And you see the physicality of the draw, how they're leaning in on each other.
Yeah,
so
I thought that was
pressure.
Kayla Woods. They pulled Kayla Woods, a defender, up on the draw. I think they're going through their adjustments. Ooh, there we go. There we go. We're fighting. That was a great kick. She kicked it between her legs, came up, brought it down. Riley Donahoe with a key ground ball.
Accurate shot, but a great save by Doherty. And that was a great ground ball by Donahue.
Oh, here we go.
And the Tiger Sharks just can't get that they can't get that extra
Haven't got their
pass
rhythm.
at the right time.
Haven't got their rhythm in.
Right.
They've been under a lot of pressure. Doherty's down. Looks like she might have got checked from behind, but they maintain possession.
Yet to have a yellow card in today's game.
You know, as we see this by the Crows go, and it's fun to watch because there's not a lot of whistles. Oh, Kayla Woods. Kayla Woods is a monster at the defensive end. I'm sure that's why they put her up on the draw control. Here she is showing us she can transition the ball. Phenomenal player out of UNC. She's going to be a key possession player in this game, I can tell.
UNC celebrated another national championship this spring.
Early slide. Okay, key possession. They're maintaining possession off there. We haven't seen a lot of ball movement out of these guys. We're taking a lot of 1v1s and under pressure. Okay, Sam Swart out of Syracuse. Fast, super fast player, quick hands. We can see a little two-man game coming off the top. Looks like the beginning of a little Syracuse weave going on. Oh, we need a better shot than that, but we see some good team play.
Great backup there.
Maintaining possession of the ball, an absolute key element in this game on every shot. There we go, working some passing games. Sam Swart again, doing what she does best, quickly coming around the corner. That's a great save.
Wow.
Uh-oh. All right, we've got a man-up play coming down. Let's see if we can come up with a big stop here. Sometimes teams will play better man down by one. This is how most teams warm up. Oh, a nice BTB pass, but they put the pressure on. We got a great ground ball compete. These are the difference makers, these little gritty things all over the field, putting pressure on that make the biggest difference.
This is Miller up top. Shares it down the wing. Girardi. And they get it all the way behind accordingly.
got to be thinking you want to get it out of Harris Chuck's hands.
Yeah. Here's Watson.
Oh, they've gone into a backer. They've got MC Byrne playing a backer, and it worked.
And they triple teamed the clear attempt, but somehow the Tiger Sharks come up with it. Now they have a little 5-on-4 coming down.
They've gone into a backer. They've been just crushed by the two-man game. So this backer is going to give them an opportunity to make sure that they are overloading the front side and gaining possessions. This is another clear, get some rhythm going here. Oh, little fake flip.
This is roaming. Now it's inside. Ball goes
That's
down
a great
on the press.
pickup.
Great ground ball.
Okay, we got to move the ball on.
Romick gets knocked to the turf, maintains possession. Shot by Byrne.
You know, something that's happening with the sixes and here in the by the pros, we don't see as many whistles. So in the high school game, that would have been a shooting space call. And in this game, you can shoot, you know, right off the hip of another player, and it allows you to peg those corners like you'd see in box or you'd see in men's lacrosse coming right off a pick.
And when you say shooting space, explain that for us.
So in the women's game, there is a rule where you cannot be within the shooting lane of a shooter. And we just saw MC Byrne take a rip off of her teammate's hip, off the defender's hip, which allows for many extra shots to be taken in this game.
Little errant pass there.
That's good. That's going to work for them. Using Angie Benson, the goalie, gives them that extra man on the clear up on D.
And I had a nice chat with Angie Benson. She talked about traveling over the midfield line and potentially taking a shot on the goal.
I'll tell you one thing about Angie is she is fearless. She's a great competitor. Oh, that was a good sail. They made. Oh, I thought they maintained possession. I thought that was an MC Byrne ball. She's been a key player here for the Tiger Sharks, both in transition and as a shooter and on the draw. Let's see if they can come up with a turnover.
Morgan Peace doing a great job along with Molly Doherty. Sometimes a good clear is just 5 easy passes. They certainly took their time on that one and matriculated the ball up the field. Great takeaway check.
That's a key ground ball, almost there. Got to finish that play. There we go. That's those gritty little things. Here we go.
Oh, heads up play by Allie Trice. The Syracuse to Pitt transfer.
We're down to 10 seconds here. Let's see if they can get a shot off. Here we go, letting the ball roll, playing it. 5 seconds left on the clock. Now they're going to have to push the pace. What a catch! Oh, what a save!
Doherty reigns on the parade.
Oh, and they get the buzzer beater. Now
No,
that is the
they waved
momentum
it off.
shift you need going into that. Oh,
No,
they
they
didn't
waved
catch
it off. They didn't get it. They might have to go to the replay to see if it was
They
still
might have
in
to
the
go to the
stick.
replay, and that, I mean, that was a great take. We call that a garbage ball. Just picking up
Yeah.
wherever that rebound is and putting it in the back of the net.
We're going to step away to halftime. Everglades putting their best foot forward so far here in Tampa, 9-3 over the Tiger Sharks. Great chance to catch up with Mr. Rob Higgins. He is the executive director of the Tampa Bay Sports Commission. Rob, first question. How has the Tampa Bay area become such a great sports town?
Well, I know it's a little bit cliche, but the people make the place. We're fortunate to have fantastic franchises. It really starts with their ownership group. So whether it's Mr. Vinnick at the Lightning, or Stu Sternberg with the Rays, or the Glazer family with the Buccaneers, these are all folks that are really committed to the community, and they're doing things here to help our community day in and day out.
I love that. How is your organization helping to create a tremendous economic impact for Tampa Bay?
Well, the Tampa Bay Sports Commission, our organization, is a 501c3 private not-for-profit. Really, we're charged with a mission that consists of two different things. It's creating economic impact and it's creating social impact through the vehicle of sport. We know when an event comes here that people will follow it. They're going to stay in our hotels. They're going to eat in our restaurants. They're going to shop in our shops. And naturally, that's really going to help our local economy.
He is Rob Higgins. He is the executive director of the Tampa Bay Sports Commission. Rob, thanks for the time. And to all the viewers, get to Tampa Bay. It is a fabulous place to vacation, work, or do both.
Our lives are meshed together through the ups and downs. A tight-knit community. We catch each other when we fall. We raise each other up, and we have each other's backs. There are no fair weather friends here. We show up every season, through the cold, the heat, the rain. With our goals in sight, we're ready to fight. Because together, we're tougher.
This year's All-America Lacrosse will have the same regions and incredible level of talent that we've had for over 15 years, but we've made some improvements. We added the new Burn division for the rising junior class. Your path to the senior game starts at your underclass tryouts. New Balance is the hottest brand of lacrosse, and you don't want to get left behind. Go to allamericalacrosse.com and register for a tryout now. We are at halftime here at the National Cup, the By the Pros halftime segment. Just like the rug ties the room together, so do halftime highlights tie the game together. Booker Corrigan, Sarah Burlingame. Sarah, it's been all Everglades, and this is the reason why.
We've seen some, let's talk about Emily Horschuk. That's the hands you want to keep the ball out of. And the two I have circled on my paper in front of me are Emily Horschuk and Olivia Ferrucci. The lefty-righty combo have been strung together some great points.
And there's the Canadian Jimerson with a goal.
Top shelf, that was a nice slick goal. Talk about slick goals. There we see that danger mode again.
Horschuk selling out to make the play. It's plays like that that have given them the 9-3 advantage, but there's no quitting these Tiger Sharks, and these are pro athletes. They are ready to give and do whatever it takes. Second half draw skitters
there
around
we go.
the midfield
Molly
area.
Garrett with a draw control. I really was thinking that second half, end of the first half effort was going to transition into the second half for the Tiger Sharks, and I think it has.
Great ground ball on the end line in a little bit of traffic. Oh, and a cut, feed, shot, goal.
I think I could have predicted that.
Yeah.
we had Sam Swart had probably the most possession player, great playmaker down there for the Tiger Sharks, and we were just waiting for her to come off of an amazing pick and put the ball in the back of the net. That was just great to see. I think we're going to see a lot of that coming in the second half. I'm wondering if we'll get back to the same draw control with that familiar Molly Garrett, Sydney Watson draw combo, unless the Everglades put in another draw taker.
And we've talked a lot about the draws because in the men's game it's important. In the women's game it's even more important. That momentum, they are so talented. The skill level is through the roof. In the pro level, college level, and the great club teams. Lax Maniacs, I watched them today. I watched your 25s today. They got it going on.
25s were looking sharp. I'm looking at Kayla Woods right now to be a difference maker right here on the draw.
And as we say at the Everglades, the more things change, the more they stay the same. Corrigan Miller with the ground ball pickup. And they're right back on offense. Little hesitation move there by Sydney Watson. Up top. See if they can get her possession. Oh, inside feed, Harris Chuck. Oh, Angie Benson with some robbery. Angie!
We are seeing momentum shifting plays here. Here we go. This is where Sam Swart does it best. We've seen her at Syracuse just book it down the field, burning by everyone. Great possession player. She works well from the top side. Here we are changing the point of attack. We've seen much better possession by the Tiger Sharks, better team ball. Let's see if they can change this possession
You could
over.
see her think about shooting that, but she knew that the goalie had the advantage. That was more of a possession shot.
She had a tough angle there, coming around the corner. I think she made a good decision. Tiger Sharks seem to have come out on fire. Pace of play is increased. Touches on ball have increased. Here we go, Sam Swart doing what she does best, coming around that corner.
And you can see her one. Oh, what an inside feed. Just wide. And the differential stays at 5. Ball lobbed in the inside, and it is gathered quickly by Doherty. And Molly lobs a pass up. And this is Watson, the UConn grad. Speed for days.
We've seen the Tiger Sharks do great in the 4v3 play. Here they are, really quick slides. Wow, knockout there.
And they're going to call that. Harris Chuck gets thrown to the ground by some of her good buddies.
Tiger Sharks have had some great success on the man-down transition play.
Harris Chuck right in, right down, low to high, where Grandma hides the thin mints. Goodness.
Tell you what, Harris Chuck with time and room, she can leave that stick out, hang it out, and she can still put it away top shelf with speed.
Good look at referee Carmen John Domenico there. Coming in to report the goal scorer, and we all know Emily Harris Chuck. Again, I said it in the first half, and it bears bringing up again. The all-time goal-scoring leader at Syracuse. Goodness.
You know, I think we expected that. What I'm impressed by is her playmaking two-man game, her leadership, and her mental toughness.
And the other thing you talked about, it's so important, Sarah, is body language.
I think when you get to this level, you're tough. You're excited to be out here.
And hold on, because I'm going to jump in. At the U7, U15, college freshmen, your body language is vital.
Body language is vital. I think what happens at this level is you've had the experience to know it's going to be all right. Spend as little time as you can on the ground. Bounce back up. Get that next one.
Harris Chuck's looking like she's the front runner for game MVP and the all-time scoring leader for By the Pros Professional League.
There we go, Angie with a great solid save. We saw Harris Chuck get knocked down a few moments ago, and it's got to be that our Tiger Sharks are thinking we are not going to let the ball get in her hands anymore. Here we go. Angie
Here comes Benson.
Clear.
She told me she wanted. Oh, I thought she was going to go for a little run there.
I think Kayla Woods was giving her some hand signals.
Yeah.
Headed to Molly. We're getting a great transition through MC Byrne. MC Byrne and Sam Swartz have had their hands on the ball a ton tonight.
Here's Donahue.
Haven't
Playing
seen
a
him
little
execute
two-man.
from this side.
High pass gathered by Garrett out of Michigan.
MC Byrne got that first point on the board. It was a 2-pointer for the Tiger Sharks. Sam Swart coming around the top, playing a 2-man game.
And the pass just bobbled momentarily, and the Everglades are all over it. It's Kerrigan Miller, and now it's in the streaking Girardi stick. Ferrucci shot goes wide. Hershuk with the backup.
I gotta say, I think that was an opportunity that the Tiger Sharks, they were all goal line extended. I was looking for Kayla Woods really to take an end line chase on that one.
And we get a stoppage there. Ball be awarded over to the Tiger Sharks behind the cage. And they look
We've been stringing together some
push
good
it.
ball movement here for the Tiger Sharks. We just got to get that finish here at the end.
on a beautiful night here in Tampa, Florida. All part of the National Cup. Make sure you sign your club program up for one of those district events, District South, District Central, District East. They are up and coming events, and the National Cup, of course, the best of them all.
That was some great defense, but they came back up. Tiger Sharks come back up with the ground ball. They are not going to let Sam Swart do what Sam Swart wants to do. Ooh, that was a tough low-angle shot by Olivia Ferrucci.
And a great ground ball in the far corner. Oh, and the pass, and a Doherty somehow shuts the door.
Doherty
Not up in
comes
here.
from that right pipe, moves with that feet on the inside, and then takes it point blank. Oh, there's a big cause turnover. Got to get this ground ball. Stick protection's key here. Very physical game.
Donahue with
sure
the
that
ground ball.
Keeping their sticks away from the defenders is key. We've seen Harris-Chuck do it in an unbelievable way with her stick. Ball's back in Sam Swartz' hands again. I think there's something big coming up between Sam Swartz and MC Byrne.
Tiger Sharks in blue, Everglades in white. Booker Corrigan, Sarah Burlingame bringing you the call. Thanks for making us part of your sports viewing day.
If you're not in Florida this year in December.
Let's take a look at the save from before, slamming the door on Donahue.
She's in such an athletic position, she just unloads with her stick there.
Her father, Kevin Donahue, longtime assistant coach up at Syracuse. I played with him in Lake Placid many, many moons ago. Sarah.
We got Kendall Purdy transitioning the ball. She looks fast. We got a positive transition, fast player to fast player. If they can keep this pace going, they're even. We've got to beat one here. Oh, unlucky with the back check coming in from behind.
And that's just one of those chores of running as fast as you possibly can and having to maintain a good cradle and control the ball. A lot harder than it looks sometimes.
Somehow the Everglades make it seem as though they have an extra man on the field.
Hershuk comes up with the clearing reception off the ground ball that bounded
They're going to
high
take
in the
it
air.
through X. I can see the way they're setting it up.
And Benson knocks it away. It's going to be Everglades possession. This is Watson. Watson plays a little game of dropsy and then goes and gets it. No harm, no foul.
You certainly say there's no stat as long as you maintain possession.
Lob pass loops across. Hershuk goes in. Oh, Angie Benson slamming the door. Good.
Angie Benson's doing what Angie Benson does best, coming up big. Oh, 2 in a row.
Again, she's feeling it.
We just saw a really fast clear. We want to see another fast clear. They're going to have to take it through X now. They're man down in this transition.
2 minutes remaining here, third quarter. 10-4 your score, but it's kind of an itchy 10-4 score. You feel like at any time
I think
Tiger
we've
Sharks.
seen a landslide here in the effort and the team camaraderie here on the Tiger Sharks. We just need to see this ball go in the back of the net to make this next level exciting game.
Shot attempt never
Let's see
really
who picks
got
this
there. The skill level just through the roof here.
That was a little one-handed pickup,
Yeah.
walk the dog movement. Lefty Olivia Ferrucci's put a lot of points on the board tonight. Here she is with the ball.
Molly Little doing some work, transitioning from defense to offense. And here's Harris-Chuck, couple little hop steps.
Drawing the attention of 3 defenders there. They're working their backer. There we go, so they can throw the early double. The Everglades have done a great job of getting the ball to the backside to beat the backer. That's what we just saw in the last.
And when you say
Harris-Chuck
backer,
shot.
you're talking backer zone.
Backer zone
Yep.
defense. You'll see the open player will show up on the backside, and they've done that great swing pass.
Inside feed, and it's a goal. Another one. Looked like Emily Harris-Chuck again
I think she's going to retain her title.
as the world's greatest. And we're going back up to the draw. Clock stopped with 21.8 here in the third quarter. And that'll make it 11-4. Draw goes back towards the Everglades defensive end, but as she's done so many times tonight, Corrigan Miller, the UNC product. Oh, goodness, tic-tac-toe passing. And that'll
Way
do
to
it
finish strong.
for the third quarter.
That was textbook. Taking it down right off the draw control, taking it down that right side, taking it through X, and then hitting that backside. Great execution for the Everglades.
Great passing, but here's a save by Angie Benton. And
That was
again.
beautiful 2-in-a-row saves by Benson.
Fourth quarter about to start as we get a good look at the Tiger Sharks. And look at that crowd, the youngsters, the club players who are still in high school and middle school are sitting that close to professional athletes. That's like courtside.
Courtside, you get to hear the adjustments, you get to hear what the coaches are thinking. I mean, I'm thinking right now you've got an unbelievable goalie coach in Mike Mulster here at the Everglades, and he must be so proud of Doherty.
And on the other side, Claire Hansen doing the work for the Tiger Sharks. They're trying to piece it all together. But Molly Doherty has not given a lot of opportunities away. The Everglades goaltender Doherty out of JMU, or as they like to say, JM who?
And we've seen Angie Benson come up with some key saves,
Yep.
clutch, I would call them, at the end of that quarter.
You're going to get a chance to make a lot of saves when Emily Harishuk's on the other team. Which,
Sad but true.
So many great players. Yeah. Unbelievable. Sydney Watson did a great job. Corrigan Miller, Jill Girardi, Herrera accordingly. Olivia Ferrucci, let's not forget about her. She's
And
only got
Corrigan
34.
Miller getting in there. We had an Erica Odell goal. Sydney Watson come up with great transitions and draw.
Girardi will be taking this draw against Molly Garrett.
That was a nice quick draw. They are coming out hot.
And there's just no give in defensively. They're making plays in transition when they have an opportunity, when the Tiger Sharks have a little bit of an opportunity.
There's
They
no
win
3-second
draws.
call here in the By the Pros game, which is a smart reason to throw that backer. Good on-ball pressure. That's a great slide.
Oh, and a scorcher. That is definitely a two-pointer. Goodness.
Jill Giardi showing that she is not only a key draw player, but she can put it in the back of the cage.
And the smile tells the story.
I think Kayla Wood has to take a little more chance there and put some pressure looking at that. When we're giving the Everglades time and space, they're making plays.
And we have a clock stoppage because the Tiger Sharks opted to take a quick timeout. They don't want to huddle. They just want to stop the clock. They still have fight. Ball high in the air, and the Tiger Sharks collect it and
They
go
call
on the
that
offensive attack.
A clutch draw control.
Here's Jimerson.
That was a nice fast play by Jimerson. Great transition.
Helping each other up off the turf. Molly Garrett, no worse for the wear. It's going to be Doherty possession inside her own crease. And as I say that, they flip it outside. Or do they? No, they don't. She's looking for which way to go. The Doherty is.
Oh, that is a Jimerson ball.
They're going to give the ball to the Tiger Sharks.
Sorry, Molly Garrett ball.
And this is Byrne. All the way across to the far side. Lob pass, backed up well. You see that speed by Sam Swart. She's been using it all night. She just hasn't been able to convert it into goals. Oh, there you go.
Spoke too soon there.
Yeah, right on cue.
Right inside.
Thank you, Sam.
That's a little different, though. We haven't seen her get a catch finish inside. Maybe they're adjusting their play here to get her inside on the catch and finish.
The Syracuse product.
When I watched her play at Syracuse, she did a lot of carry and play from the top side.
Here's your
And that was key, using her on the inside. And it's lefty. Great lefty extension. Pulls it back inside, places it low and away. Beautiful, beautiful goal.
great cut, catches it lefty, as you mentioned.
Got to keep that momentum going with a great draw control here into transition. We just saw, although there was a foul, we just saw an unbelievably fast transition by the Tiger Sharks. They need to do it again.
And just like that, the Everglades come away with the draw. They've been doing it all night. Pass across. This is Miller. Miller, a little
Sam
hesitation.
Swart putting the pressure on.
Oh! mom goal. Great chance to thank all the great lacrosse moms who drove us to and fro and watched all the stuff. Thank you, moms.
Defenders are always thinking of keeping shooters low and away. That low angle, keep her outside, force her to that poor angle shot.
That was a sharp angle, BTB.
That was.
BTB being behind the back. Always exciting for the fans to see that.
And the power coming off of Harris check. We've seen her powerful work all over the 8-meter here.
Oh, and a low burner goes for MC Byrne, and that is a 2-point goal.
That's 4
for
points
the
for
Tiger
her.
Sharks. A 2-pointer.
4
She
points.
leads the league in 2-pointers.
She leads the league in 2-pointers. She's putting her exclamation point on both ends of this game here. Started the game off with a 2-pointer, and now she's closing it out.
And you see behind her that Tijuana Flats sideline VIP party. Wow.
You know, I didn't want to wait in line for too many food options today, but I had Tijuana Flats free salsa and chips today. Best salsa and chips I ever had.
Yeah, they know how to do it. Tex-Mex for everyone.
MC Byrne's back on the draw. That's actually Peyton roaming. I said MC Byrne, 2 blonde ponies out there. Peyton roaming, coming up with a great draw control there. It's a good out of bounds call.
Roaming, one of the all-time leaders of draw controls in college lacrosse out of UIndy. Thought that might be a push from behind. They called it just a nudging, and play goes on. Lob pass down the wing.
We're man up for a moment here by the Tiger Sharks. They could have a great possession, cause turnover. We're seeing much more on-ball pressure. We talked about not giving them time and room. On-ball pressure is going to be a big difference maker here in a backer. You've got someone behind you to support you.
And there you see that support. It goes off the stick of Ferrucci, and it's gathered by Benson.
And the backer played it well inside there, just knocking it down. Key ground ball by Benson.
Shot clock, 90 seconds, and it's only 60 on the reset. Great little spin in traffic by MC Byrne. Crowd starting to get into it a little bit. 4 minutes and some change remaining here, 4th quarter. Tiger Sharks looking to go. Little fake flip. And the ball taken out of the stick of MC Byrne. Great check by Sydney Watson.
I think we've seen that great on-ball pressure by the Everglades, really smothering any possession play by the Tiger Sharks, and I think we need to see that on the other end of the field.
This is Corrigan. And now they get it all the way around.
Got a little bit of a Kayla Woods, Emily Harris check matchup there down the end. That's something we've seen before.
And a great stop move on the clear attempt. That's Tiana Walfer. Walfer, great defender out of Towson. As the clock now trickles below the 3-minute mark.
There's that high pressure, constant contact. They're trying to run a 2-man game. We've seen them use the flip pass. Now they're getting it to the backside, which is great ball movement.
And you can tell they're thinking about the 2-pointer, but also Doherty's played. Oh, and there you get an inside finish.
Sam Swart to Molly Garrett. We've seen their last 2 bits of success have been on that finding the player on the inside.
Syracuse to Michigan on the connection. A couple cold weather players down here in beautiful Tampa, Florida.
Makes them hardy, I hear.
Yeah, it's a hardy bunch. Here's a replay. What a great feed by Sam Swart. And what a great finish by Molly Garrett.
Nice little question mark dodge there. Not even a dodge, question mark movement. Obviously she caught inside and then turned the corner, put it away.
So many of these players really made a name for themselves at that All-American underclass tryout process as freshmen or sophomores or juniors in high school. If you are in those grad years, make sure you check out the All-American underclass event coming to a region near you. Go to allamericalacrosse.com and register now.
I'm sure we even have senior game standouts on this
And
field.
your path to the senior game starts by attending the underclass tryout.
Got to get on that watch list.
Got to get on that watch list. Being a part of the New Balance All-American, or the All-American powered by New Balance, as we like to say. The premier event of its kind, bar none.
Sam Swartz ready to put some pressure on.
Oh, no, she's stuck in the corner.
Sam Swart came out, put the pressure on, took 1 step too many with her left foot, got beat right off the hip there, and then we didn't get a slide.
Sydney Watson, wait till you see this replay. Absolutely destroys the corner. Hop step, little crossover. Oh, you're not gonna make that save. I know that Angie Benson's an amazing goalie, but that was destruction of property to the upper left corner.
That was beautiful. I think we're going to want to see the Tiger Sharks, like we've said this whole game, come out with just more pressure to smother the Everglades. Everglades constantly putting pressure on the Tiger Sharks every time they transition the ball down, carry, and move that ball.
Less than 2 minutes now, the first ever by the pros women's professional
brawl.
lacrosse game, and we got a
We have a player down.
and it was a non-contact
It's like an ankle issue.
kind of
Molly
injury.
Garrett, I think. Something going on. Might be her knee.
Tough to speculate on those. We just wish her well. She
Okay,
gets some
she's
help
putting some
off.
weight on there. That's looking better.
We can only hope. You see Everglades coach Mike Molster come out and just give her the wave of respect.
Molly Garrett, who just went out, actually played on these fields long ago. She's a product of Florida, went up to Michigan, made a name for herself, and we're excited to see her playing back in Florida again.
Everglades comfortable running some clock here, wouldn't you say, Sarah?
You know, they're fluid, their ball movement is great. They haven't stopped. They're selfless. Lots of shooters, lots of finishers, lots of possession players.
There's Chuck, gets it up top.
I think we need to be looking for that backside check-in on the backer.
Girardi passes. Shot goes wide and possession awarded to the Tiger Sharks. Great hustle.
If you're Allie Jimerson, you got to be thinking, get the ball in my hands. I'm ready to finish that shot I didn't get a chance to finish.
Peyton Romick comes over the sideline and changes sticks. She doesn't sub out.
Switching out a draw stick,
Yep.
which goes into the attacking end. Got lots of players using draw sticks these days. There's Allie Jimerson. That's the shot we were looking for.
He called that one. Great passing, great finish. And that cuts it to 14-9. Tiger Sharks will not go quietly into the night. there you see the cut by Sam Swart. Catches, plants, dunk you very
Sam
much.
Swart. I think I gave it to Allie Jimerson because
That's
I wanted her to have it, but that was another great inside catch and finish by Sam Swart. I think players are constantly evaluating, if it's not my day to take the one-on-one, where do I go to next? And she's a player that has shown us that if she's not going to get that topside dodge, she's going to move to the inside and be lethal.
And these are players at the highest level.
They've been coached by the highest level of coaches. It's like that coaching tree that we see living on now, especially through the pros.
Great weave to the defense. Shot goes
Angie gets
wide.
a piece of that, I think.
Miller with the shot.
Defense got a piece of that one.
Great collapsing defense that time.
Now we're seeing some backside check-in. You can see that cross-crease player coming in stick high.
And that'll do it. The first ever by the pros women's professional lacrosse game is in the books.
What a fun group of ladies to watch.
And what impressed you about the way the Everglades took the game over?
Their ball possession was fantastic. We talked a lot about the draw. That was a key factor.
Let's talk about your player of the game. This might shock some of the viewers if you just tuned in. It's number 51, Emily Harris-Chuck. The Syracuse star now starring at the by the pros level. Wow.
How lucky are we to be watching Emily Harris-Chuck with the ball again on the field, and we can watch her through this league. We are the luckiest to watch this first game ever. Harris-Chuck, so strong, so powerful, showing she can shoot from the hip, finish anywhere, play the two-man game, put a top shelf.
And she's the first to give credit to the passer. You see the way the body, again, we talked about body language and how important it is. Let's take a good look at our play of the game. 6-3 your score. And you see some bobbing and weaving, and there's Harris-Chuck going airborne.
You could have picked a few plays of the game for her, but I think with that one, that low angle, find a way, get her stick on the inside. We say our sticks have eyes. And boy, did she get her stick into a good lane for that shot.
The play of the game powered by New Balance, the All-American event. For Sarah Burlingame and everybody at Corrigan Sports, I'm Booker Corrigan reminding you, you only get one shot at today.